stop for the sun from shining.
Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me for the Cancer November Horoscope. Well, there's a few big things happening this month for everybody. And for you, there's a lunar eclipse in Taurus joining Uranus in your 11th house of hopes and dreams, and also groups and friends and connections. So I will talk more about this in depth, but there's going to be quite a transformation going on with the people that you associate with this month. Just to briefly explain, I like to draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you. I'll have a look at your horoscope in depth, and then I'll do a psychic channeling at the end. So stick around for that. That would be fabulous. Let's go to the board now. If you're new, subscribe and be alive. Okay, so here's your horoscope, but we're going to look at these 2 tarot cards first to see what they have to say. Let's have a look. Actually, that one's really sticking out to me, so we're going to go with that one. I'll close my eyes now. Okay, somebody could help you this month. There's a sort of generosity of spirit, or perhaps somebody's kind or supportive, gives you a hand doing something. Okay, also if you're a mother, you might be fairly active with your family this month. Okay, so there's sort of a motherhood thing going on there. I see a triangle. This is often about the chakras opening up. I'm getting this for a few of the star signs, and it's like there's a great release. Now with you, what I'm seeing is coal, and coal is turning into diamonds. So this is from heat and pressure. You've been under some sort of pressure, but it's creating spiritual diamonds. Okay, so the card that comes up is the 10 of Cups. And this is a nurturing sort of energy, somebody who is quite protective, and often a mother. Okay, there's a child's rocking horse down here, and maybe your inner child wants to come out and play a bit more than usual. So also this can indicate contentment, and your emotional life is really quite rich this month. Okay, so let's have a look at the second card now and see what comes up. Okay, the second card. Okay, I'm going to go with that one there, sort of sticking its head out. The Sydney Harbour Bridge. Okay, so this suggests to me that there's something coming together. There's a union of the opposites. And if you've had any sort of difficulty with a person, you may be able to compromise and come halfway on a point that's taken a while for you to, agree on a way forward. But, you might have an issue in your marriage or something like that, for example, and something is resolved. The card that comes up is the 10 of Pentacles. This is fabulous for your money. It's also excellent as far as your home or real estate is concerned. So if you do have property for sale, or you want to buy property, that's that coming together. The opposites come together and the issues resolved. So you could, if you're looking, you might find something you really like, or you might finally sell. She's wearing a gold dress here. This is about the solar plexus, accomplishment, getting things done, eventual success, although it takes a while because it's the 10. Got to go right through the whole entire cycle. Okay, basically everything has to go, pan out. So it won't happen overnight, but it will happen. But this is very favourable for your money. And you might find that you get a surprise over the amount of money that you receive. Money could be coming out of the blue, and you feel like there's some financial power coming to you. Even inheritance can be indicated sometimes by that card. All right, so that's looking really positive. So do bear those cards in mind. Now I'm just going to make this a bit bigger so that you can see more easily, because I'm going to talk about your horoscope now. Okay, so the first thing is this T-square. Now notice here there's some black dashed lines around here. We've got Uranus in Taurus with a lunar eclipse all here in your 11th house of hopes and dreams. Uranus is often quite unpredictable. It's quite volatile. It rules over technology and just loves to play games with your devices, basically. In Taurus, it could be a real physical effect. But the 11th house is about the people that you associate with and the collective, okay? And sometimes even governments, can be associated with that, or large corporations, or if you work for somebody and it's a large company or something like that. And with the lunar eclipse here, it's going to bring up energies that have been suppressed and release them. Okay, so that's sort of like the background. Over here we've got Saturn, which can be governments. Saturn in Aquarius in the 8th house of shared resources. If you're in receipt of government benefits for anything, or perhaps loans, inheritances, and things like that, there's some sort of change going on. There could be a delay in payment, so do be careful with your money. But this house also represents intimacy. And so there could be restrictions in intimacy, somebody that you have an intimate relationship with. There could be some sort of delay or limitation there. They're not as available as what they normally are. For example, down here we have the Sun in Scorpio in your 5th house. This is the house of romance. It's also about having fun, and perhaps you want to have fun with a certain person that you want to be intimate with, but Saturn is stopping that. And so it's making a square, making a hard aspect. It's hard to see the person that you would like to see as much as you would, perhaps. And it's also opposite Uranus and the lunar eclipse here. And so it's sort of anything to do with being playful, entertainment, or romance. Your creativity could even feel blocked, okay? So whichever way you look at it, there's transformation going on, but it's at a real physical level. The 31st of October to the 2nd of November, Venus is conjuncting Venus. So you've got the desire for love and affection, but there might be something going on. So, but maybe you meet a new person, or if there's someone that you want to reach out to, it could create warm feelings. So 31st to the 3rd of November, Mars conjuncts Mars, and this gives you the desire to make a fresh start, to take the initiative and strike out on your own. You're likely to have more physical energy than usual, and your courage is intensified as well. It's a great time to do vigorous work, but do be careful of irritability and impatience. We have the new moon in the 5th house here, bringing new beginnings. Okay, so it's like there's a new romance or a new start, and you can feel the energy, but then there's also, you've got to deal with some sort of restriction around it, find a way around the restriction. And so you want to come out of your shell and openly express your desires. Okay, it's a great time to enjoy sports and games and general creative activities. Then we have 4th of November to the 5th of March 2022. Venus moves into your 7th house, which is beautiful for partnerships of all kinds, whether that be personal or business. Also, if you've got a legal matter, Venus can help oil the wheels of the judicial or the legal machinery. Okay, Venus can really help you here because she loves justice too. The whole balancing up, Libra, for example, has the symbol of the scales. It's about balancing up and justice, natural justice. So any legal matters could be helped. If you have anyone that you haven't been getting on with, there could be some sort of compromise, or somebody offers an olive leaf, so to speak. So yeah, that's good news. 4th to the 24th of the month, Mercury moves into your 5th house. Lots of discussions about entertainments and amusements. Crossword puzzles might interest you. You might be interested in art or music events also. And it's just a nice time for going out with people, talking and enjoying yourself. 5th to the 8th, Venus sextiles Mars. You might be feeling particularly in a romantic or flirtatious mood now. Lots of loving feelings, positivity. Friendships are strengthened at the moment. Creativity is also strengthened. Okay, the lunar eclipse there in the 11th house gives you a need for community and fellowship and emotional contact with other people. You might find, though, that you let go of some contacts so that, you'll have more space. Those people that are not in alignment with you or not on the same page, you might let go of, so you've got more space in your life, and that allows new friends and new connections to come in that are, more sort of suited to the things that you believe in. 18th to the 21st, Venus trines Uranus. This is beautiful, brings unexpected pleasure, new friends. So there is quite an element here of socialising and new people, new connections coming into your life. It's great to have a break from routine and to go out and experiment and be more spontaneous. A new romance is possible, or rejuvenation of a current romance or relationship. 8th of November to the 28th, Jupiter trines Mercury. And this brings in a lot of new ideas for you to consider, and there's some new information. Maybe it's something to do with something that you haven't had a lot of experience with. You could, turn and walk away from it, but be ashamed to do that. It's best to grab any opportunities with both hands, because you're probably going to enjoy it a lot. 20th of November to the 21st of December, the Sun moves into your 6th house here of everyday life and habits. It's also your everyday work and your health and your well-being. So doing your work in the best way that you can is likely. You're probably going to become more efficient and productive. Health matters may be on your mind, and you may want to begin a self-improvement program now. 23rd of November to the 13th of December, Mercury also moves into your 6th house. So lots of discussions about these areas. You could even learn a new technique at work, and there could be a lot of discussions at work as well. So 28th to the 1st, Mars trines Neptune. This is great for relaxing. You might be feeling more receptive than usual. You're less ambitious than what you normally are, perhaps. Mars is normally quite ambitious, but with the effects of Neptune there, it's sort of toned right down. But it is a great time for your imagination. You might do some writing, or write out your dreams or something like that in a journal. Okay, then we've got 30th of November to the 2nd of December, Sun trining Chiron. This is fabulous for your plans and your ideas. And again, it is about other people helping you. Remember, we talked about this card here. Somebody coming out of the blue, giving you support and nurturing, a sort of mothering type energy. So somebody could help you or steer you in the right direction. It's a great time to have a break from routine and try something different. 22nd of the month to the 16th of December, we have Saturn sextiling Chiron. You're likely to have more direction and purpose in your life. It's like you've got something in mind and you're headed towards it. And you might discover that some of your old ideas don't really fit with your newfound outlook. That's okay. We all grow and go through times when it's time to let go of the past. It's like a snake shedding its skin because it's outgrown the previous skin, and a new skin is beginning and growing. And so that's likely now. You're growing and you've got to let go of some things from the past so new things can come in. Relationships with older people are likely to work out well, and they'll guide you with wisdom, and you can be grateful for that. 10th of November to the 24th of March 2022, Uranus sextiles your MC. Okay, so this is quite a really good influence. Here's Neptune here. Oh, sorry, here's your MC here in the 9th house, all about growing your life and expanding your life. And Uranus over here in your 11th house. So again, somebody could help you out, especially regarding your career or your general life direction. If you've been feeling lately a bit jaded about what you've been doing, or especially at work, you know, there's something more exciting. The world is calling you, and it's like time to give up those tedious tasks. I mean, we've all got some tedious tasks we have to do, but it gets to a point, if you're doing too much, that's not healthy. And so you may give away some tedious tasks or tedious jobs that really haven't filled your heart with, you know, stimulation or desire. And so now you're sort of you're not as concerned about taking a risk, and that's a good thing. It's an excellent time to do something that you've never done before, or visit a place that you've never been before. It's a very positive time with some creativity and spontaneity in both your personal and professional life. Now, having said that, at the same time, up until the 22nd of December, Saturn squares the Sun from the 30th of November to the 22nd of December. This can be frustrating, I must tell you. Just know it's like spurts. You know, there's like little spurts and stops and starts, and it's like spurting this new energy coming into your life. It's spurting in, but in an erratic way. So you'll be keen to get going, but sometimes the restrictions here of Saturn may slow you down, or this Saturn squaring the Sun, you know, it can be a bit difficult. Yeah, it's a great time if you want to minimise things or become more efficient. It's not the time to spend money willy-nilly, and it's not the time to take great risks, okay? But after 22nd of December, things improve, and so things should go more smoothly in your life. It's not that you can't do what you want to do, it's just that you have to do it in a way that works in with Saturn. Saturn loves small, gradual steps, and you work on something in a very gradual sort of manner. Don't sort of, you know, be like a bull at a gate trying to get something done, because Saturn definitely doesn't like that. So, you know, if you're finding these frustrations at your work, you might find, or you might consider, that it might be time for a new job. It's important to believe in yourself. That's super important. Maintain your commitments to the things that are really important to you, because you're going to let go of the old and useless things that are no longer appropriate in your life. Okay, only you can decide what has to leave your life. Other people may try and help you sometimes, or give you advice and things like that, but they're coming from their perspective. In the end, you have to decide for yourself. Okay, so that's it. I'm just going to close my eyes now and see what I can see for you, caring Cancerians. Okay, for November. Oh, wow. I'm out in space. There's a spaceman right here in front of me, and I see the helmet and the visor. Okay, so spirit is there. Space is like a symbol of spirit, and this is like you going out in your dreams, going out into space to pick up the signals that you have to pick up. Okay, I also see like a big clock face, and the time is ticking, you know. So just this gradual movement forward. That's what I'm seeing around you. You are moving forward, but yeah, don't try to go too fast, okay, because Saturn won't like that. Uranus loves it. Uranus is rebellious. Uranus wants you to, you know, travel at 100 mile an hour and get stuff done, and, you know, have life being very exciting and stimulating all the time. So too much of that is not a good thing, and too much of the Saturnian energy can feel quite frustrating, and you feel like you're bogged down in the mud. But get the balance between the two and you'll be laughing. Okay, I'm seeing incense burning now, so that would be a good thing to make your home a sanctuary. Burn incense and just imagine that you're letting go of the past and making space for new things to come into your life, because that's what it's all about. There's somebody here, it's like from 1600s or something like that. It's a male, he's pointing at me and he's going, you. Oh, it's a soothsayer. You, soothsayer. Yeah, okay. So this is like a church figure or an authority figure, and they basically don't want you to do what you want to do. And you have to say, well, yeah, I'm sorry, and I'm talking to him as well as you. Say, well, I'm sorry, I'm doing what I'm doing. It's not a thing that you can do. I'm going to work within the rules, but I'm still going to continue on with what is really important to me. He just turns around. His coat is turned, as he turns around, his coat changes colour. It's green now, so there's growth and opportunity, and he's sort of walking out of my life. So yeah, just be aware that there are authority figures there that may try to stop you at some point. You really have to listen to your heart at all times. You know, that's anything coming from an external source. Always you need to put a question mark over it and really listen to your heart. And now I see the ocean and the waves as I'm saying that, you know, and it's calm and it's peaceful and it's relaxing when you listen to yourself rather than other people. Okay, so that's it, caring Cancerians. I hope this is helpful for you. Leave a like or share this on your socials. That would be fabulous and I'd really appreciate it. And if you're new, consider subscribing and hit that notification bell. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful month and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.